Yes, everybody. How are we all doing? Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. So Arsenal against Karat Almaty, currently second in their respective Kazakhstan league, and Astana, who have always been a big force in that Kazakhstan league, are second, and Karat are top, but they are bottom of the Champions League group. So this is, like I showed earlier on, what I'm going with tonight. We keep getting told we've got the best squad in the Premier League. So let's put it to the test. Let's play players who have not had many minutes, who deserve to play a lot more. And this is why I have gone with youth, experience, and players what need minutes, and also different positions. Because why can we not? Tonight this is a chance where we could change things. And change players in different positions, like obviously Maldini, Karaki. Um, he's, right hand side of centre back, but he can play left and right, so he can fit in anywhere in that centre back position. Just come back off loan from Morecambe. Um, Marley Solomon, obviously centre back, but he can play right back. So because I was thinking maybe Ben White, but then I thought no, because believe that we need Ben White for this running towards the end of the season because how good his delivery is when he's going forward. He pings some right balls into that box. So, and the big one, what people might notice is I want to see Myles Lewis-Skelly in that midfield. It is his preferred position, and he is good in midfield. And everyone keeps saying, "Oh, he's not been that good at left back. He's not been that good at left back." Yeah, because Mikel Arteta has literally just hammered his confidence. So tonight, I would love to see Myles Lewis-Skelly in midfield with someone like Norgard, who's got experience, obviously, before he came to Arsenal, he was Brentford's captain. Um, Ideally, I'd love to have Myles Lewis-Skelly learning and playing alongside Declan Rice, but obviously that's not the case tonight. And Declan Rice not available. And even if it was, I would not want Declan Rice playing any single minute in this game whatsoever. So even looking at that team, what I've picked, to me, that's strong. That is more than capable of beating Kazakhstan, Arat Almaty tonight. No matter what, that is more than capable of, and maybe winning 2 or 3-0, quite comfortable. But knowing Mikel Arteta, it's going to be probably a 4-3-3, and he will probably play either Gabriel or Saliba. I might be wrong. He might not. He might shock everybody and play a different formation and not even involve Gabriel or Saliba whatsoever. But on so many previous games, you would probably say that will be the case. It will probably be a 4-3-3. Like, how can you not even experiment and change your formation tonight? And this is what gets on my nerves. Well, Pep never changes formation. Well, you're just blindsided because you must not watch football because even Saturday against Wolves, Man City went with a 4-1-4-1. So, do you know what I mean? It's like, to me, let's go tonight with a 4-2-3-1 because that 4-3-3 is just not working in so many games. It's just not happening. It's not happening. We are not seeing the best Arsenal we should be seeing right now. We're not. And, you know, tonight, I do believe that that team I have picked is more than capable of beating Kazakhstan, Karat Almaty. I really do. Now, again, I can just see it. I can even see it tonight just being a 4-3-3 and Arteta bringing either Gabriel or Sleeping. None of them should be playing for Arsenal tonight. Not one single minute they should be getting tonight. We don't need them. We do not need Gabriel and Saliba. We need them for every game in the league. We must have them playing. And when I look at this, Andre Aram Anus, England international, tall, physical. He's more than capable of leading that line tonight, I believe. Eze, normally you'd like to say, no, Eze shouldn't be playing tonight, he needs to be rested, but this guy's not getting any minutes. So it's a damn shame that we have to play him tonight because he's not getting minutes. Martinelli's been very good in Champions League. Madueke, I mean, his 3 goals for Arsenal have been 2 against Club Brugge, Belgian team, and 1 against Bayern Munich. Still not scored in Premier League. So I to me, there's a lot of things, for this game. It's like a meaningless game, and we shouldn't have any problems. There should be no excuses. Like if David Raya plays tonight, there's seriously something wrong with this manager. There is seriously something wrong with this manager, Mikel Arteta, and that's where I keep saying it's because as long as it suits Mikel Arteta, that's all right. He would rather benefit himself rather than Arsenal Football Club most of the time. David Raya, if he plays tonight, that's ridiculous. He should not be playing for Arsenal tonight at all. No chance. What would you play David Raya in net for tonight? He might not. He might play Kepa. He might. But with where Arteta is, you can imagine it being David Raya. You can imagine Gabriel or Saliba playing. Um, and we're not going to see Myles Lewis-Skelly in midfield. And this is where people still keep questioning Arteta because why can you not give this guy a chance in midfield? Myles Lewis-Skelly can play midfield. That goal for Martinelli, where he just blasted himself, just ran straight through that midfield against Atletico Madrid like a steam train. How close the ball was, the control of the ball, the power he had when he was running, and it was like you looked and thought, yeah, that's a proper midfielder, steaming his way through, charging his way through centre midfield, and then set Martinelli up. And do you know what I mean? It's like, how does he not deserve a chance in midfield? And you thought against Portsmouth in Cup, okay, maybe he might play Myles Lewis-Skelly in midfield. No, not a chance. He just doesn't do it. Arteta, majority of the time, it's all about him. It's all about him. So let me know in the chat, people, what you think. Please do smash up the likes and subscribe as well. I'm just gonna, what is it now? 6:30. I'm gonna stay until about 7ish. I think maybe 5 to 7. So maybe about another 25 minutes or something like that. Maybe. So let me know what you think. Do you think we need to rest players tonight, or should we go strong and smash them after a shambolic, diabolical second half performance against Liverpool? Not much better in first half against them than I would say a bad performance or in all against Nottingham Forest, and then an average performance against Man United. So what tonight? Do you want to play strong players? Let me know what you think. Do you think we should play strong players and just absolutely annihilate them in 20-25 minutes? Even though, as we know, with Arsenal under Arteta, whatever players we play, that only happens about every 8 games. And last time we put a great performance in, we're against Inter Milan away. So we're probably not due one now for about another 6 weeks. And that's how the pattern's gone. That's not making think that is how it's literally been going. We turn up and destroy a team maybe every 6 to 7 games, maybe 8. So let me know in the chat what do you think. Should we go strong, batter them, get it done early doors if we can, even though it doesn't happen like that with Arteta. It's only ever so often. Or rest so many players and don't be stupid. We've got a big game coming up against Leeds on Saturday afternoon. Guardia, big up. Let's see if I'm Guardia, big up. Rich99, Arsenal, the legend, and the chat. Good evening, everyone. Big up Guardia. Go and subscribe to Guardia, people. Guardia, smash the likes and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much, Guardia. Jack Arsenal, smash these likes up. Thank you very much, Jack. Go and subscribe to Jack Arsenal, people. Raya will play. Classic Arteta. You can see it, mate. You can. You actually can see Raya playing. There's like, no chance. No way would you play David Raya tonight. No way. He doesn't deserve any minutes. Sorry, he don't need any minutes. It's not like he's needs to get some minutes under his belt. There's no need for him to play, man. There's no need for Gabriel to play. There's no need for Saliba to play. And I could be wrong. He might not play him, but it wouldn't surprise me if Gabriel or Saliba plays or David Raya. Where Right Block as Odegaard isn't playing and leaves, I'll be happy. Absolutely Rennick Block. Big up to my guy. William Holmes. Big up to you, William. Big up, Rich. Big up to you, William. My guy, be good. Hope everybody's good in the chat and had a good day so far. We're having a good day. Rennick Block. That Odegaard physically makes me want to puke. Biggest fraud in football history. Get him out. Our club, absolutely, yeah. And when he wears that captain's armband, it's a disgrace. It's an embarrassment to this club. It really, really is. And that's not just I didn't think it really is an embarrassment to see Martin Odegaard wear that captain's armband when we think the captains we've seen over years. Um, William Holmes, I think we should be resting our key players for the Leeds game. I agree, absolutely, 100% William Holmes. Now, obviously, with my team, what I've got here, you have got a bit of first teamers, also youth, and you can say some players what's not played, like Eze, which even thinking like that, thinking, wow, we have to include Eze into the players what's not getting minutes. That really does bug me. But let me know what in chat is what you think. Do you think Myles Lewis-Skelly tonight is the perfect chance to play in centre midfield? And who captains that team? Now, I can't remember who said it in chat earlier on. Norgard was the captain for Brentford, but who should captain that team? If that, I mean, well, to be honest, guys, let's let's be straight. There's no way. There's no way that's going to be a team tonight, and it'll probably be a 4-3-3. And I mean, do you know what I mean? It's like you can't even play a different form. You can't even handle a different formation, and this is what I just said about a few minutes ago. It bugs you when you say, well, Pep don't change formation. Pep does change formation. Like I said against Wolves on Saturday, he went with a 4-1-4-1. He plays a 4-3-3 sometimes. He'll play sometimes where he's got like a 2 where Foden will be like a false striker and plays just off Haaland. So stop making excuses for this manager because this is becoming ridiculous now. And the latest press conference, oh yeah, look at our manager, look what he's saying, look what he's saying, telling everybody to get hyped up and everything, get on this boat. How about you start changing formation, pal, and you do something for Arsenal? You do something different and change formation and give the opponent slash the manager an headache. Give them a problem to think of. Think, wow, we're getting dragged all over here now. It's second half because Arsenal's put 2 up front for 10, 20 minutes or so. It's caused all it's disruptors everywhere. We're all disrupted. Everything's just all gone crazy. He just don't do it. He just don't do it. And he has the nerve to keep saying, oh, get on this, get on, it's all going to be, get on this boat. And yet all his normal, typical fans, what are either get on payroll or Arsenal or whatever, all getting hyped up about it. Get behind the team, get behind the team. We've been getting behind the team and we've been patient for 22 years. Some of these people weren't even an Arsenal fan, even born. Kawaja, my Simon 16 and live Abraham. Abraham. I've not much heard about him, but I have heard of him. 18 are both in Arsenal squad to face Karat. Oh right, Kawaja, you might have some details on this, then, my guy. Tell me more if you know anything, because there's no way that's going to be a team. Maltiliki, Texas. I'm just going to still call you Tex if that's okay, my guy. I'm done with Arteta. Can't wait for him to get the sack. He should be managing Everton, not Arsenal. Absolutely, Texas. Absolutely, my guy. Should never. He never deserved this Arsenal job from the start. No chance. He didn't do anything to deserve it. It's only because he was at Man City, and we've got puppet owners, soft owners, which we've seen over years. Yes, they've loosened up a bit, but it's only because they thought, wow, if we bring in Arteta here, he can save us a lot of money. We don't have to pay him much, probably 3 million to start with. Then I think he went to 8, and now it's obviously 15, or something like that. But he's on 15.6 now. So they were loving that having Arteta as their manager. It was perfect for him because they thought he'll be a yes man. Yeah, the short man built rich. Sorry to hear about your op. It will come soon though. No, honestly, guys, it's fine. Honestly, just turned up yesterday. Got a call while I was in hospital saying consultant had to attend an emergency in other hospital overnight. So, it can't be helped. It is what it is. But now I'm having it on the 27th of February. Big up to you, JD Shortman. Don't subscribe to JD Shortman, people. Anyone who's got a channel as well, just always mention it because if I see it now, I will subscribe to people. Even if you don't put content up, I will just, I will just subscribe once I see it. Towards Arsenal have won all 7 of their Champions League. Yep, this season they have played some really tough games and also been really good at Champions League this season by a 2+ goal margin. No team in European Cup Champions League history has ever won 8 in a row by 2. Yeah, and I even expect no matter what team we put out tonight, we should be winning by at least 2 goals. I honestly do think there's no excuse tonight to not. I don't care if it's all 20 under 23s. We should be winning this game. William Holmes, I'd love to see two strikers up top, but he never tries anything different yet. And even I was going to go for that, William. I thought I was going to put Andre and Kai Havertz up front. And I thought, you know what? It's a waste of time because he will not even that formation. I've got a 4-2-3-1. It's going to be a 4-3-3. It, this is what I keep saying. People keep telling me this manager is a top elite manager. He don't know how to change formation in games and cause a different manager and cause a manager different, an headache, a problem. He don't know how to do that when something needs changing and he don't switch it up and change formation. He never obviously plays two up front. He don't know how to get the best out of attacking players. So you can just reel things all time and say why this guy is not a top elite manager. When people keep saying it, it is not true. He's not a top elite manager. He's not. Top elite managers win trophies, and if they don't win them on that season, they've reached finals. Arteta's not even getting us to Wembley. That's been taken away from us. With Arteta, in recent years, that's gone. We don't even reach Wembley. We don't get any final, and we're definitely not winning any trophies recently. Now this year, it might change. It might. But I tell you something. If we went trophyless again, we would probably be the most embarrassing football club I could say and laughed at and talked at because there were all these people, oh, we're on for quadruple, oh, we're on for treble, which it could happen. But like I keep saying, if we win trophies, it's only because of Gabriel and Saliba, because how they can just shut teams out and play phenomenal as a partnership in a lot of games. That is the only reason. And that is not sustainable to keep relying on those two. Um, because we're factually, and even teams are starting to say it, other players are starting to say it from other teams. Yeah, Arsenal, majority of the time, they just win by a set piece or an own goal. And that's facts at the minute. Williams, yeah, two strikers, absolutely. Texas inexperience at the highest level is the reason for Arteta's rigatory, absolutely. He doesn't do anything unexpected. No, definitely not. Doesn't he doesn't catch a manager out and think, oh shit, Arsenal changed to it. They've got two wing backs playing now, so they're pressuring us like crazy. They're opening more space up because obviously the wing backs are bombing forward. They, even Nuno Espirito Santo said last season against Forest, Arsenal didn't offer nothing different. I didn't need to change anything, and I thought, you know, hearing that, because it's Arteta doesn't change things. So tonight, you would think you could play any formation, but you know what? I'm going to say it now. It will probably still be a 4-3-3. Even tonight, he's that scared of trying something different because he just can't. He can't handle it. He can't do it, and he knows he can't. But he's that much of a stubborn, smug prick. He will not admit it, and he's got so many people that cover for him. And if he does say so once, they back him. Oh, did you hear what Arteta said in his interview? Yeah, yeah, really good. Everybody get on the boat. Yeah, get your life jackets on because we're all going on this ride and swim together. Obviously, he didn't say things like that, but and it's like he's got so many puppets, and the people what posting things, you think, stop trying to fool us, stop trying to patronise us. We know for a fact you work at club. We know you get the little gigs, the little free gigs from Arsenal in some way, or either a freebie or something, or discount on your tickets. Stop trying to patronise us and make us look twats, because you ain't fooling me, and you never have, and you're not fooling people in my chat, and many more Arsenal fans. We're not going to be brainwashed and patronised and fooled by, people. Oh, look what Arteta said. Why can't you back this manager and get people calling him? I mean, how can you possibly think, as a human being, that Mikel Arteta is a top elite manager for winning one FA Cup just because he's got Arsenal challenging twice and one FA Cup? All because Arsenal's, they're always in around second now, so that makes him a top elite manager, does it? But yet he can't get over the line. So it's like saying, well, we're just borrowing second for most of the season, but then when it gets to nitty gritty at end, we are just going to say, there you go, Liverpool. even though Liverpool didn't even need that help last year. They just absolutely dog walked. Well, Onslaught dog walked Arteta. We'll take that league off you. Season before, Man City, yeah, we'll let you have it on final day because we've messed up in previous games. And this season, we should be about 11 points clear now, and we're in a three-title horse race. A three-horse race right now with Man City and Aston Villa. And people can say, nah, Aston Villa's not in it. Aston Villa's not in it. I've not said once Aston Villa will win Premier League, but what I have said, Aston Villa right now are in a title race. It's as simple as that. No matter what people say, Aston Villa are in a title race, and there's no other way you can say it. It's factually correct. They are in a title race. It's 4 points. It's nothing. It's nothing. We lose to Leeds on Saturday. Man City beat Tottenham. There is 1 point in it. The bookies then will just throw Arsenal away from winning title, and it will all be about Man City. And then Aston Villa will be the percentage will be higher as well. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to check now. Who's Aston Villa got on weekend? Let's have a look. Because I believe they're at home. In fact, they'll be playing Sunday because if they play Thursday and they've signed Tammy Abraham, they've got Douglas Luiz back. So and obviously Tammy Abraham, Aston Villa 18-19. Douglas Luiz was there 2 years ago, I think it would have been. They have got yep, Sunday at home, Brentford. Then they Bournemouth away, Brighton at home. So there we go. There we go. Yeah, Peppermint, thank you very much, my guy. Yeah, Brentford, Sunday, at home. And Tammy Abraham's probably going to be presented. Douglas Luiz. So they've just brought more feel good factor to club. Tyrone Mings has just come back from being out nearly all season. Emi Buendia, Unai Emery's got him firing. Morgan Rogers is doing the Morgan Rogers ting, just literally bossing it in midfield and scoring. So do you know what I mean? Like Leon Bailey, they've got him back as well. So they've addressed. And Monchi, sporting director, who for Seville fans, Sevilla is classed as a legend. He used to be the sporting director of Sevilla. Then he went to Roma. And then I was like, right, bring him to Arsenal. Bring him to Arsenal. We didn't. We went with Edu. And then he went back to Roma. And then he went to Aston Villa for, say, maybe a year and a half or something like that. And he's just recently left before Christmas. So that could have put him in a difficult situation. But it shows how much, like, this club believe that yeah, they're going places. Aston Villa are going places. Now they need to win a trophy, of course do, but it shows that they're showing ambition by bringing Leon Bailey back for extra firepower to help Ollie Watkins because he needs it. They've signed Tammy Abraham, who will be buzzing playing for Aston Villa. He said it. It's one of the clubs he still watches every game and obviously loved his time in 2018, 2019. I think he was on loan there. And now they've got Douglas Luiz back, and also they've got so much strength in midfield. They've got more firepower up front. Tyrone Mings is back now, who's been injured all season. So they've addressed things and shown in a clever way, like, yeah, got Tyrone Mings back, got Leon Bailey back, and, you know, got Douglas Luiz on loan. I think it's on loan, Douglas Luiz, and signed Tammy Abraham. So they've proved, like, to their own Villa fans that we're not just sitting back. We know we need a bit of firepower up front for Ollie Watkins to help him. Kamara been fantastic season. So they've helped that out. So sorry, helped the situation with that by signing Luiz. And like I said, I'm not saying they're going to win Premier League, but they're not going away. They're definitely not going away from third, which I have been saying so much this season. They are not going out of that top three. Or well, I said four at first, but now top three, not a chance. And now they believe they believe that, and the facts are showing they are in a title race. And oh no, Unai Emery, he can't do this because there'll be a lot of Arteta fans that will be panicking. But whether you like it or not, Aston Villa are in a title race, and they've made two good signings this window. And if you can't bring in Leon Bailey back, which has not had the best time in the Premier League, but it might, he might just be revitalised and he might have a really good end of season. So they're not messing. They've addressed areas, and I think really good, shrewd moves. That is, bringing Douglas Luiz in for that extra backup in midfield, which you've already got a great midfielder anyway, even without Kamara. Tammy Abraham's back at club, which we don't know what Tammy Abraham's going to turn up, but if he clicks, he's going to be an handful. and Leon Bailey. He could revitalise his career at Aston Villa. So, because Unai Emery does this, he does it. He's done it with Emi Buendia already. He's got Tillemans playing fantastic. So, yeah, man. I do think that it's really good signings by Aston Villa. I really do. Jason Arteta being one of the highest paid managers in the world is an insanity. It's embarrassing, Jay Shawman. If you sit like Conte, Klopp, not Conte, sorry, not Klopp. If you sit Conte down, Pep, Diego Simeone, which is Diego Simeone is like the highest. I think he's about 25 or 28. Pep is up there. Inzaghi in Saudi, and Arteta is up there. And you just look and think, how can he even sit on the same table as these guys? It's like having all your Michelin star chefs sat on a table. Oh, there, yeah, yeah. I've worked in that restaurant, worked in that restaurant, worked in that restaurant, and then you have a trainee chef just sat there who's learning best ways how to cut a potato up fast, and yet he's on megabucks. He's on megabucks. Do you know what I mean? It just don't add up. It just does not sit right when you think how much Arteta earns for what? For one FA Cup and being a nearly manager. And then you've got the likes of the Inzaghi's, the Conte's. These are serial proven winners. What deserve what they get. Obviously, no manager deserves that much money, no player does. But I'm just saying, in football terms, they're worthy of earning high wages. Arteta should be on about, I would say, 6 million a year. 6 million a year, not even the highest paid manager in Premier League. Um, which obviously Pep is, but I'm saying he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be higher than he shouldn't. But obviously the Kroenkes give it him, so we can't really do nothing about that. So sure, we all want MLS in middle, but they will go and play Moreno on Q. Would also, excuse me, play Calla at centre back just to get a run out. I don't like the idea of his first game back to be intense left back shift. That's a fair point. Yeah, I agree with that. Peppermint Freedom, Brentford, thank you very much, Peppermint. Texas, as a gooner, I'll rather go into battle with many Villa players than Arsenal players. They are showing more hunger than most of our players. They really are. They really are. William Holmes, our wing backs should be good enough to play 3-5-2. Yep, I even thought about that one. But he won't try anything different. He's a one trick pony. Absolutely, William. Really is. Ricardo Calafiore is with the Arsenal squad tonight. Yeah, I think I've seen that one. Lynch, come on, you Gunners. How are you? That's an awesome shout, Rich. MLS in midfield. No better day than. But this is it. But Shane Gunner, the legend, called it out, start of season. Play him in midfield, play midfield. And I thought, hmm, he did okay left back, though. So, I thought, but obviously this season, with this stubborn, smug prick Arteta has just absolutely destroyed his confidence. He's not even a left. He don't even play left back for Arsenal no more. You can forget that. He's got Nkappi in front of him. He's got Calafiore in front of him. He's got Timber now in front of him. So absolutely, Lynch, a perfect night for Myles Lewis-Skelly to be playing in front of his own crowd at the Emirates in midfield. And I bet you now that formation is nothing like what Arteta picks because it's just going to be his typical 4-3-3. And it won't surprise me, like I keep saying, if Gabriel and Saliba are playing, which it will just show you that this manager, it's all about him. It's all about him. Not thinking of the benefits of Arsenal Football Club. It's all about the benefits himself. No way should Gabriel Saliba be playing even a second tonight in this game. Shouldn't even be on bench. Yeah, short man. So we'll see. It's not going to be long. Maybe 15, 16 minutes. And I think someone will have it flashed up somewhere on Twitter. So big up to you, Lynch. Come on, you Gunners. Hope everybody's good in the chat as well. Please smash the likes and subscribe as well if you're new. Jenny Shortman, as a player, though, how can you accept failure season in, season out? Yeah, absolutely. These players should be fighting for every blade of grass. I know I would be. Yeah, they need to realise how lucky these players are. They really do. And what wages they earn, do you know what I mean? Kip234. How are you, my guy? Good to see you. This is a perfect lineup. Thank you very much, Kip2. Kip2. Rich, second half. I'm going to call out Calafiore. Yeah. I think who just said it? I think Jay the short man said it. Um, who just mentioned that about Calafiori. I think that's a good shout to give Calafiori 20 minutes or so. I think that would be probably a decent shout. I agree. I can't remember who said it now, but I agree. I'd probably, yeah, give Calafiori maybe 20 minutes, I think. Kai Havertz starts for Arsenal. Kawaja, is this what you think, or is this facts? Social Kai should start. Yok is needed for Leeds. Yeah, I agree, Social. That's why I didn't want to put Victor Gyökeres up front. And I nearly went with Kai Havertz, thinking, he deserves minutes. This would be a perfect night for Kai Havertz. But I thought, you know what? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's give young Andre Haranum an ass, English striker, a bit physical as well. Let's give him a try. Let's give him a try. Because that's where I was going with Kai Havertz, not Gyökeres tonight. But then I was even thinking this could be a night for Vic Gyökeres to fill his boots, you know what I mean? And then you think, no, because I want Vic Gyökeres to still be the striker in the Premier League. And then I thought, Kai Havertz, perfect night, of course it is. But I thought, no, fuck you. Give it to Andre. So that's where I've gone with that. Get to the moment Arteta appointed Odegaard captain. I knew Arsenal Football Club done with trophies. Great point. Weakest captain in football, people. Really an embarrassment to see him with that armband on his arm. It bugs me now. It annoys the hell out of me. Texas, another manager would get rid of Odegaard and go for Villas, Morgan, Rogers in the summer. Yep, absolutely. Skip two, we should get rid of Jesus, Kai, and Moreno, Odegaard. I would keep I would keep Moreno because he's a lucky weapon for Arsenal. He just pops up and he has got a decent finish, people. I'm going to say this: Moreno can finish. Whether people might not like it, he really can. He knows how to cushion that ball on his head. I have to get it on the top or on the center, on the front, or when it's to his foot, he knows how to literally cushion it with right, obviously pace on the ball and the way. Here's an example when they played Leicester, I think maybe approaching 3 years ago now, and he came on and saved day. Um, and he came on and scored 2 goals. And when the ball came over top, it wasn't far out, let's say 6 yard out or something like that. But it's the way he cushioned it off the ball. Sorry, let the ball cushion it perfect when it hit his foot. Because some strikers would have swung at it, it would have sliced off the foot, it would have hit a different part of his foot. But Moreno, I just looked and I thought, look how well he cushioned that. That's a really good finish. I know it won't far out, but it was how that he knew how to cushion it, because if he'd have put too much power on it, it would have gone wide over, or if he'd have swung his foot at it too much, it would have sliced off his foot. So, in that goal against Real Madrid where he's falling back and his body's all out of balance and he just swings his foot around it. I mean, that's really hard. That is really hard finish to do. His Chelsea goal where he backheads it. So he does know how to get that perfect like power with his foot or his heart or his with his head. So I would keep Marino because he's like a lucky weapon. He's a bit like a Fellaini slash kind of who's at Man United and Everton. Um, but Jesus definitely selling it somewhere. I would sell Odegaard 100%. I would sell Martinelli. It's a shame because I wanted Martinelli to be an Arsenal legend. Really, really did. Some players you just want, since from signing from I2 now, at time, I think they might have been fourth or third division at Brazilian League, around about 7 million, 4 to 7 million, I think it was something like that. I honestly wanted him to become a legend. And I think if we had a different manager who would let him express himself more, we would have seen the better Martinelli. Keep to first things first. Sorry, Multi Texas fire Arteta's first on my soul. Yeah, get rid of Arteta. He's the problem. Lynch, come on, you're going to Havertz in mid tonight. Lynch, Gyökeres, Nelly, Nonny. Jay the short man, he is starting in midfield. Kip 2, Lynch, don't get out here, don't get us rattled. Kai in midfield ahead of Skelly. No, won't surprise me. Social drawings number 8 is Captain Hook. Arsenal 11, Charactermatic, Kepa, White, Mosquera, Calafiori, Myles, Lewis-Skelly, Norgard, Eze. So we've got White, Mosquera, Calafiori. So Lewis-Skelly, left back. Norgard, Eze, Havertz, Madueke, Martinelli, Gyökeres. Is this the team? Arsenal subs: Deptford, Porter, Gabriel, Marcelo, Nkape, Zubimendi, Ibrahim, Odegaard, Billy Joseph, think I've heard of him, Saka, Trossard, Jesus, no Haram, Andre, if you want to call it that. Um, Williams, we have been constantly dropping points since Odegaard came back, yet Arteta can't figure it out. Absolutely. Richard, in any circumstances, we should get a decent amount from Kai, Jesus, Odegaard. I've just realised. Let's keep Moreno, get Rogers and Alvarez, return Ethan. Do you think? I like that. Absolutely. I would love to sign Rogers. And who did you get? Alvarez. Alvarez definitely. I don't think we've got a chance to get Morgan Rogers. For some reason, I just don't. I don't think he'll like. If we don't win anything this season, he's going to look at Arsenal, and a lot of players now are going to look at Arsenal and think, nah, absolutely no chance. This team don't win anything. They're a nearly team, and even Alvarez might be put off by it. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to blind, you're not going to try and patronise Alvarez when it comes to Arsenal because he knows all about Arsenal. He's played for Man City when they were a nearly team. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to be bothered by it. He's going to think, nah, he still can't win league. Still not even, they've won nothing even since that. And I just don't think it's going to work like that. But if we win trophies, then obviously we've got a massive chance of bringing a lot of players to this club. Really have. But Ethan, 100%, 19 in March. He's got to be at this Arsenal 11. He has got to. But I don't think we'll ever see the best of him with Arteta. Catalan Flick would have Martinelli playing like Rafinha. Yeah, he would. Absolutely, Catalan. Keep two with a different manager. This team is unstoppable for sure. Absolutely. Jay Shortman, there's no chance we get both Alvarez and Rodgers in the summer. No, no chance. Kawaja. Yes, indeed, Rich. Wow, that's the team, is it? Bloody hell. That's Keep two with Unai Emery. The team is running over the Premier League. Absolutely champions. Unai should pull dominance. Absolutely. Absolutely. Unai Emery is going to, yeah, with this team, absolutely. So short, Kai back in midfield. Why? Why are you sabotaging Eze with a shit partner? And why are we not looking after White? Rest in play. This kid Solomon, absolutely. Why is Gyökeres starting? Grok is sorry, starting Grok. This is a mess. I know, I know. People, I'm not happy. And is it a 4-3-3? I can't remember now. Keep too rich. Let's not also get over each other. Mike Bundy will shit on us today. Don't be surprised if we see Gabriel Saliba start. I mean, I'm going to put it up in a bit. I'll put it up what Kawaji just said. Let's just see where we are. Keep to socials for sure. That's what Kai in mid is like ops in my house. I can't. I just. I mean, fucking hell, man. Right, let's get um the team lineup. I know where to find it normally, roughly about a certain profile as it. So let's find it. There we go. Let's just find it. Here we are. Right. So look at that. Um, so Gabriel Saliba's yeah, right. So this is who we've got. This is the team then. So there we go. Let's bring it up. Um, right. Stop sharing that. And this is the team. What we are going with tonight, people. I will just share it for you. Right. I don't know if I don't know what to think about this. I don't know. Um, I'm not sure if I like this at all. Let me just try. So this is the one we've got. Right. Let me know what you think. So that's the team. There's your team for tonight. There is the team. Um, I don't, Kappa, White, Mosquera, Calafiore, Lewis-Skelly, Norgard, Eze, Averts, Madueke, Martinelli, Gyökeres, Setford, Porter, Gabriel, Solomon, Nkapi, Zubamendi, Ibrahim, Odegaard, Bailey, Joseph, Saka, Trossard, Jesus. Hmm. Let me know. Let me know what you think of that. Let me know if you like that team or not. I'm not. I think we could have brought more youth players into that, and I wouldn't have played Gyökeres. Now it could be a night where he could be really hungry and score some goals. Um, I just don't know. I just don't know with that team. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. I am going to end it in about 2 minute people because I'm going to watch the coverage and that. Skip to socials for short. Yeah, that's Joe King. Evening, Rich. Evening, chat. Big up to you, Joe King. How are you, my guy? Good to see you in the chat. Skip to. We have invested though resources, time on Arteta's. It's not charity, but I don't. Maybe Arteta is Kroenke's stepson. It could be. Could be. Actually, could be. H. Big up to my guy. Good to see you in the chat. Kawaja. Yellow card accumulation is wiped at the end of the quarter-final stage. All right. H. Havertz and Gyökeres starting. Interesting. Yeah. Social Kai was brought in as midfield and sucked. We moved him up front. Now he's back in middle. This coach is special. I know. I mean, what's happening, man? And what he's probably doing. He's probably trialing it. He's probably trialing this. See if he can put Kai Havertz and drop Martin Odegaard. So that Eze will be dropped again. Just that could be what it could be. Arteta just loves Havertz like he is his own son. Yeah, Odegaard and Havertz are his love childs. Um, Joe King would like to have seen Solomon start. Absolutely, and I wanted to see Maldini Akari. He just come back from loan from being at Morecambe. I would have liked to have seen him play. He's good enough to play in this starting lineup with, someone like Mosquera at side of him. Nope, not a chance. Not happening. Um, where are we going? Well, yeah, absolutely. He wants this signing to work out so badly so that he can prove that he isn't a flop. He does. That's what it is. H. Great point. He does. He can't stand it. He cannot stand it that everyone's the whole side, the whole world from outside are never thought he would be a good signing. He hasn't been a good signing. He's been a really bad signing. If you count in the injuries and take consideration how much the fee cost and contract, it's going to cost Arsenal about 137, 138 million. He wants his sign to work out. So, yeah, social. Yeah, I'm multi-screening other games. He doesn't care about anything else. No, he don't. Arteta is all about himself, and he has proved it so many times. William Holmes, I like Mosquera. So do I. He has the potential to be a great player. Yep. And you know what? Other week it was like, oh, look at Arteta's talent spotting, Mosquera and Cappy. Again, it's nothing to do with Mosquera with Arteta. Andre Berta would have been watching Mosquera, obviously play when he were at Atletico Madrid from 2013. He would have been watching Mosquera for Valencia for quite a while. And then this Cappy, apparently it was Arteta who wanted him. Andre Berta wanted Nkape when he went Atletico Madrid as well. But it's all about Mikel Arteta. Everything he does, says, and wants, it's all about him. He's the god. He's the don. He's not. He's far from it. He's an FA Cup one-time winning manager and challenged twice in 6 years with an absolute fortune of money being given to him. So I think tonight with that team, I want to see at least 3 goals scored. At least 3 with that team. I don't think there's any excuse at all now because it looks quite strong. Kepa, White, Skira, Calafiori, Lewis-Skelly. That's quite strong. If that can't score 3 goals, you know, if we play with no freedom, not expressing ourselves, not just going and free fall, passing fast, showing for the ball, winning it back with a lot of intensity, a lot of urgency, that drive, that creativeness. Sorry, with that high level of creativity going forward. If we can't do that tonight against Kazakhstan, Arat Amati, who in the Kazakhstan league, it, no, I don't know how long since it's changed, but it used to be Astana. It used to be like the top team in the Kazakhstan league. Astana was always the top team, but now currently at the moment, Karat Almaty, they are top of the league, and Astana is second. I think he's only about 1 or 2 points in it. maybe three at most. If we cannot take this team and destroy them, even in the first half, there's something seriously wrong with this manager that he just cannot he cannot get these players playing. It's as simple as that. With that team, what we've got, we should be winning this by at least 3-0, and it should be even more, really, because we've got Kai Havertz playing, we've got Victor playing, we've got Eze playing. I mean, that could take you 5-0 with them three. If another manager were in charge of this game tonight, Arsenal with that team would probably win this game at least 4-0. But with Mikel Arteta, you can even imagine us looking like we're playing a top five Premier League side tonight because how scared he might feel if they even attack at us once, and he might think, "Oh, we need to put handbrake. We need to cool off now. Get those brakes on." So there'll be something seriously wrong because that team, what I'm seeing right now, that should be winning nothing less than 3 goals tonight. And I do not care what anyone says. That is a team capable, easy of winning, and it should be at least 3-0. Anything under 3-0, it's quite embarrassing to be honest. We should be winning this now with that team I'm looking at, and I am going with F the 3-0 because that's a comfortable win. I said this other day, four's a thrashing. We should be winning 4-0 tonight. 4-0 and maybe even more with that team. And with how we've played in these last three games, the diabolical second half performance against Liverpool, the bad performance against Forest, and the average against Man United, this team better get out of there tonight and put a display on and put a show on and absolutely annihilate these Kazakhstan Arat Almaty. This should be 4-0, no matter what. There's no excuse tonight, no excuse. And if they're not playing with freedom and expressing themselves, and he's even asking for full on defensive kind of play from these players, then it'd just be another thing. What I keep saying, so many other people keep saying, Mikel Arteta is the problem, and he is holding these players back. So we will see. Where are we? Um, Yeah, potential. Yeah, absolutely, William. Joking. Just can't forget Kai's crossbar challenge in pre-season. I remember that. I think that was that in America when it happened. In States, I think it was. Um, it's the only thing Havertz is good at is back heel passes. All I say about Kai Havertz, he produces a decent finish. Let's say every 7 games, 6, 7 games, or something like that. Not even the best in A. He's not a 9. He's not a 10. He's not a left wing. He's not a right wing. He's not a midfield. He just got a decent touch on him sometimes and a decent finish maybe every, let's just say, 6 to 7 games. William Holmes, exactly. H, I have seen him do so many back heel passes for no reason. H, trying to look fancy. Yep, H, the people betting are going crazy today because of how many games are on. Yeah, I can imagine. Um, Ryan DeHart, how are you, my guy? Good to see you in the chat. Is the Fabregas news true, Rich? I saw that today. I hadn't looked much about some news, so I don't know what you're on about with this Fabregas, Ryan. But I can look. I can have a look. I can have a look. See if anything's. Let's have a look. Um, I don't know it if. Let's have a look. What you mean about this phone? Ben White will captain Arsenal tonight. Wow, that's fair. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, then let's just see. Mm, Fabregas. I don't know if it's come. If Ibrahim midfield, I've not read much about this Ibrahim guy. I have heard of him, but I've not. I don't know much. Like with Maldini Akari. I know a bit about him. Just come back from loan from Morecambe and that. Phil Jones on Mikel Arteta. He's agitated, he's up, he's down, he's shouting, he's passionate, and he wants to win, but maybe rubs off on the players. Michael Carrick was cool as a cucumber. Yeah, absolutely. Great point, Phil Jones. Where is it? No, I don't see anything. Um, no, I'm not seeing anything about Fabregas. So you might have to tell me about this one. Um, no, I'm not seeing anything, Ryan. So I'm not sure. But just to let you know, guys, Ben White is the captain. Let me just show that. How do you feel about that? Ben White captain? I'm 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 okay with that. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, Ben White is the captain. Um, so and I like that. I think that's good. I think yeah, I'm okay with that. Um, social social will be a struggle. Brugge settings. We will play exactly the same as every other game. I know. Let's just see how we play tonight. Really, I know, this is going to be like I said. If we play boring and there's no intensity, no urgency, and you think, what the hell is going on? Let this manager needs to fuck off and just let these players go and let them play to their potential. William Owens. It'll be interesting to see how Havertz plays with Gyökeres, who knows he might unlock him. Yeah, that could be a thing, William. Please do smash up the likes as well, people, and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Let's see. Joe King, Amazon Prime for the Arsenal game. If anybody's wondering, yep, it is. H Gyökeres has to score, otherwise haters will be all over him once again. Yeah, I want Vic Gyökeres. Do you know what? I want Vic Gyökeres to score an hat-trick tonight. I really do. Like, and take it in his own stride and just like bang, bang, bang. See you on Saturday when I'm playing against Leeds at Ellen Road. I want Vic Gyökeres to stamp his authority tonight. I really, really do. Like, I really want him to stay in that team and start scoring, man. And let's see the Vic Gyökeres, who I know it's there. He's a powerhouse. He's strong. The way he shrugs you off at ball with his shoulders. It's very rare he gets pushed off. That goal against Leeds where he ran it down by line, he cuts in, and he's like, the only thing what's happening here, I'm going to put that ball in that net. And it was a proper, like, yeah, we haven't seen that kind of striker at this club for a long time. Runs it down, runs it. It looks like obviously he's going to end up doing something like stopping, turning up. He's like, barges into I can't remember which Forest player it was, sorry, Leeds player, and all his thought was, "I'm putting this ball in net. I'm grabbing this ball, taking it on in my own stride, and this is going it back at net." And he smashed it in bottom corner. He drills the penalties, which I like. He's got it, people. Vic Jock has got it, but this manager. It's proven he cannot work with strikers or wingers. He just can't. He demands like, and I said this a lot of times. Arteta demands around 70 to 80 defensive side of the strikers or attackers work. And it should be 80% attack and 20% defensive, or 70% maybe, let's say, attack and 30% defensive. But he demands, even our number 10s, he demands it. He demands they defend more. Like he's got Declan Rice and Zubimendi, what will sit and protect and play the defensive side of things. But he even wants our number 10, whoever it will be. When I don't call Martin Odegaard a 10 because he's not, and he's the weakest captain in football. But when he's Eze and that, he even demands Eze because all you've seen all these puppets protecting obviously what Arteta wants. So they're just literally in his pockets. Oh, I'll say that for Mikel Arteta. Yeah, I'll stick up for you. If that's what you want, I'll call it. Like as soon as he started mentioning finishers, you've got people like Rory mentioning finishers. So this is what happens, guys. Like even like Eze, he wants him to be like 70 to 80% defensive. Stop taking that player's attributes, what he's good at, away from him. Stop taking one of the best number 10s in the Premier League last season, Eze's play away from him. Stop taking that talent away from him just because you want it different. And that's what really annoys me about this manager. He's a talent killer. He takes away the goodness in some players what they're already very good at. Like he's taking Eze's number 10, brilliant. How can I word? He's taking away Eze's attributes, which shows he's a brilliant number 10 and was brilliant in the Premier League last season. He's taking it away because he requires 70 or 80% defensive side of him. And he's stopping a player from flourishing and just expressing himself and playing with freedom, and passing the ball fast into attack and joining up with the attack and getting in the box more and, you know, running with the ball. Arteta stops it. He stops it. He stops it with wingers. He stops it with when Martinez is running forward. I bet you think, oh, brakes on. I've got to get right back. I've got to get back. I've got to get back because it's all about defence, 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 defence. And that's why we will never see these players flourish in an attacking way fully at Arsenal while Arteta is the manager. Um, yes, come on, Vic. Come on, Vic Joker. Bag of that trick, my guy. I want you to. Really want you to. Joking, yeah. America, Texas, compared to Wenger's teams, I just don't look forward to Arteta's Arsenal playing. He has sucked the joy out. Oh, he has. That is absolutely facts, Texas. He really has. And I never, used to be able to used to watch Arsenal. You think, if I nip to get a drink now or nipped at toilet, I'm going to miss a goal. Now, you could just be like, right, watching Arsenal, and then yeah, there's Netflix on other side as well. You could just keep flicking, 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 flicking. Even though I don't, but you could just be like, yep, yep, no, still nothing missed, nothing missed, nothing missed. No crossbar it, no post it, no close attack, and that's how it is with this. That's what Arteta's done to Arsenal. So this is why people, this is why, this is why. Um, People are mad now because if we don't win that Premier League or Champions League, then it's going to look so bad. It's going to look because they're going to say Arsenal bottlers, Arsenal no Premier League, Arsenal no Champions League yet again. Football absolutely boring. Turn up maybe every 7 games and put a 11 out of 10 performance in. It's going to look really bad if we don't win that Premier League or Champions League because people's going to fire that. Boring, bottle jobs, can't handle pressure, only borrow the league for a few months and then just fail and fold and capitulate in it. And football, it is boring to watch. So there's so many things now where we can say, yeah, top, 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 semi-final. But there's if you flip it and try and jump a few months in front, there's going to be a lot of people where they can throw pelters and say, bottle jobs, can't handle pressure, still not won a Premier League, still not won a Champions League, 980 to slash 1.3 billion, whichever you do, Great British pounds or euros spent. 6 years officially for Mikel Arteta on the 19th slash 20th of December. The football they play is diabolical at times. They only been turning up like every 6 to 7 games where they put excruciating, fantastic, free flowing, a lot of intensity, urgency performance in. So it's all right now, but if this ends up being I'm not going to even say that no trophy, even if it's just an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup or the double of a Carabao Cup and FA Cup, it's still going to come at you. They're going to say no Premier League, no Champions League, and all what I've just mentioned: boring, bottlers, can't handle pressure with the Premier League, the Champions League, spent this, spent that. It could turn really, really embarrassing for Arsenal Football Club. Really embarrassing. And you know what? All these fans what keep saying we're not negative, we're proper fans. No, you're the fans. What that's the reason is why Arsenal are getting laughed at, sorry, so many times over the years because of things like we're on for quadruple start at season. What's stopping Arsenal from winning quadruple this season? Things like that. It just sets people up to laugh at you. But yeah, the moment we might get it wrong this season, we might win Premier League or Champions League, but yet you forget year after year after year after year, we've been saying we're not going to win Premier League, and we've been factually correct. So there it goes. Do you know what I mean? This is the thing now. Just bear with me a second, people. Right, because I am going to wrap this up in when I've just read everyone's comment. So let's just see what we do tonight. I probably will be back on later on. H, did you hear about Norgard talking about how different the ball is? I I haven't read much today, to be honest. H, I've not. Ryan, I read somewhere that he was linked with Arsenal for the job. Maybe it's a fake news. Well, to be honest, Ryan, like I've said, I do not want any ex-Arsenal player coming to this to be a manager. I really do not. Um, there we go. Texas, yeah, we play better football under Wenger. We're so boring to watch nowadays. Absolutely. Joking. Don't want no more managing training at the club. We have to get somebody serious. Yep. Only reason I'm bringing a ex-player in, that will be for an attacking slash striker coach. Anything apart from that, do not want him as manager. Not even Henri, nobody. It's just look at PSG when they won the Champions League last season. They played fast attacking football. Hakimi was playing left wing at some points. Hakimi and Mendes were literally like arrows. You got Mendes, Fabian Ruiz, and sorry, Neves, Fabian Ruiz, and Vitinha just controlling it all in midfield. Cavastalia, Dembele just interchanging, running up and down. Guri, it would. They got the balance was perfect. Meanwhile, Arsenal play slow defensive football. Absolutely. Social John's definitely a talent killer. Look at Aston Villa game. We won 4-1 and we were playing really high and attacking and we dominated. Yeah, then we went to Bournemouth that following Saturday night and it was back to square one again. We were just lucky on that night, I would say. They played a lot better than us, Bournemouth, in some parts of the game. All our good performances have been when we are playing with freedom. Absolutely. Social, I need to figure out what other game to watch. Texas, even when we lost games under Wenger, we still played enjoyable football. Yeah, hitting bar, one cleared off at line. We did football. Now it's just death by thousands of cuts of possession football. Absolutely, absolutely. H Texas football is too tactical. Right, everybody, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you very much for joining me. I might jump on later, guys. Let's see. It's not a massive game, but like I said, if we win 1-0 and we don't see that fast flowing attacking, loads of urgency, loads of intensity, we know why. Because Arteta is the biggest problem at Arsenal Football Club. Thank you very much, guys. Ryan, you're right, Rich. After my new game, I almost gave up Arsenal, but then I just cause of the love I have for the team. Absolutely, with a world class manager, and we will win a lot. Absolutely. Bless up, everybody. Thank you very much. And I want 4-0 tonight. I thought 3-0, but you know what? With team we play with some players, I expect 4-0 and nothing less. Nothing less. 3-0, it's okay, but to me, I want a statement. I want a thrashing, and I want at least 4-0. I want 6 or 7 tonight, and it's doable. But I think 4-0, nothing under. Everybody, enjoy it and take care. I will probably be back on later on.